Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and welcome to November. The Scorpio new moon happens at 9 degrees and also conjuncts the Sun and trines Saturn and Pisces. This is a new story around solid new beginnings, stable new beginnings that starts in your third house of the mind. Your thoughts, sibling, community are covered by the third house. Third house also covers topics of your neighborhood, day-to-day travel, vehicles, driving locally or within a few hours, marketing, self-made business house, social media, Uber, Lyft drivers, etc., just to name a few. And this trine over to Saturn is happening in your partnership house, your seventh Pisces house. Both of these are contractual houses as well, so maybe you and a partner are starting a business, and maybe the results don't show for a while with Saturn involved, but it is definitely going to be solid, secure, and stable. If it's a new relationship, it will be a grounded one and possibly with someone older. And it could also be somebody you meet through like your community somehow. If you are beginning a communications project, a speaking, writing, podcasting, or book writing one, within the next 6 months, you can find an agent or you're published by then, or someone you can work one-on-one with to take it to the next level can show up for you. You can complete that book or project by that Scorpio full moon, which will happen next May. If you're buying a new vehicle, it will be one that will last a while, and maybe even if you need to sell it, it will be worth money still. It will be a good investment, but buy anything vehicle, tech related, etc. by November 8th, no later. Other than that, just do the research. If you can't buy by November 8th, and aim for January 2nd. Gifts for the holidays, all of these things, new computer, cell phones, etc. Mercury fully retrograde on November 26th. If you do meet somebody online or within your community or through a party or a friend, it could be a past life connection with Saturn in the mix. Again, I'm talking about that new moon trine Saturn. There are also some beautiful trines happening on the same day, the 1st as well. But the benefits may seem more subtle, as outer planets can seem that way unless they're hitting your personal planets or points. I do see Mercury over there in the 3rd, Neptune over in the 7th, and Mars in the 11th at late degrees, anaretic degrees, forming a water trine, also emphasizing that new beginning in that 3rd house Mercury ruled area that also rules you, Virgo. You're ruled by Mercury, and so is Gemini. The 7th house is a partnership house, but also a public house, and the 11th house is a dream come true house, but also windfalls. So maybe you're developing a marketing business online with that 11th house highlighted, or you and a partner, friend, or cousin or sibling are all developing a small business or a communication project, maybe like an app, and something that is being developed now can bring great gains. It could also be a spiritually based business because another trine is happening that I can see with Neptune, Uranus, and Mars. Maybe you're also working on a collaboration project that you're spearheading and Pluto is involved, which can highlight a career change, one that you're driven or motivated to change on your own accord. Pluto will fully head into that work house, your Aquarius house, the 6th, a house that you also naturally rule, and that will happen around the 20th of November. The job change you direct can be related to large groups of people, and because Neptune is involved in several aspects, it could be a business that not only brings you wealth, but one that can also help many people or animals, or even like an online business that contributes like a portion of their proceeds back to society somehow. On the 2nd of November, Mercury enters your 4th house of home and family, ancestral roots. Your 4th house covers our motherhood, land, property, and we'll follow Venus, who's still here because she moved in last month. And Mercury will trine the North Node in Aries, and later again in December, over to Chiron in that 8th house. There's some kind of healing around your home story, shared money, getting finances finally for a dream home. Family issues can be healed, or psychological pain that might be rooted deep in the family or with a close partner. Your real estate could go up in value, or maybe you're making faded lucrative property or land investments. You could also be beautifying your home, and that's transforming its value, making it more cozy and secure, like quite literally. There could just be more intimate time happening with a partner at home as well, away from prying eyes, deep intimacy. Positive shared money news can happen, and I don't think you're going to want to really go that far from home around now. You might be in like a full-on homebody phase with so many planets kind of traveling through Sagittarius in that 4th house of home and family. There could be a fated breakthrough or something destined with the North Node involved, so pay attention to anything that comes up around this time, especially through communication venues, messages, texts, email, etc. There could be lucrative contracts or government contracts with Mercury transiting the 4th, because Mercury rules you and also your 10th house where Jupiter is right now. Or a lucky job offer has you moving to a place that finally feels like home. Last but not least, you could be focused on a home-based business or changing the home to include a home office. Just remember to sign by November 8th or when Mercury is direct and out of shadow on January 2nd. Gift your gift receipts, any kind of like insurance for gifts, especially tech-related, or travel or educational courses. Get those receipts now because Mercury will go fully retrograde on the 26th of November, and you are very much more impacted because this is your planetary ruler. On the 4th, Mars goes into Leo, your 12th house of past lives, subconscious patterns, self-undoing behavior, foreign shores, foreign money. This covers debts, charity, prisons, hospitals, hidden enemies, but also high levels of like artistic creations or inspiration, as well as music. Right now with Mars in the 12th, it will be going in opposition with Pluto over in the 6th, and that will start to be a little bit more pronounced by the 20th. You could be wanting to get rid of stagnant work, old work routines that don't work for you anymore, old diets. You could find out about a health matter that you will win over with Mars in that 12th, but by taking action to change that. Say, for example, you ended up in the hospital due to a condition that's been lying under the surface. Maybe it's like a gluten allergy, or you have to renovate your whole diet, your pantry, everything. For example, the 6th house is your domain, and alternatively, you will most definitely be changing your work. You'll be changing your diet. You could be changing your health care providers or practitioners, or maybe you're becoming one, and possibly even one for people in need. But somehow you'll end up benefiting. Like, let's say, for an example, you do a mobile health unit. You have an Instagram page for it, but you become well known and make more money through Instagram as opposed to even providing the service. But you're also at the same time providing like a beautiful low cost or even free service for marginalized people. Pluto-Mars opposition is being held by Neptune and Uranus and the Sun. Just as the sun goes into Sagittarius on the 21st, 22nd. So spirituality, a guru, teacher, a solar figure, father figure can help with advice or guidance now with this Mars-Pluto opposition. A partner can be the one to lend support or sudden breakthroughs. There can be sudden travel opportunities in the 9th house over to Pluto in the 6th. For work, you could be traveling for big opportunities, and it can get you out of a work health rut. You can also get news of a sudden contract, publishing, higher education. Friends can also come through for you at this time, or some dream can be realized in a sudden way. If it's a health issue, the breakthrough can happen here, or a sudden solution can appear. So these are just some of the ways that help can be given to this Pluto-Mars opposition. On the 11th, Venus enters Capricorn, your 5th house of true love, fun, romance, joy, all the way until December 7th. The 5th house also rules lottery wins, good luck and speculations, children, and this is trining your sun, moon, or ascendant. And at the same time, Venus will sextile over to Saturn in your 7th of serious committed partners in business or love. So at this time, you could be committing to someone in love now. It could be with someone older than you. You could just have more stability in love, going from dating to something more serious and committed. You could have a creative business that you form with a partner that will have the signature of a solid, profitable, stable business venture, or just simply be having more pleasant, fun time over the next few weeks with children or with a partner. And Venus through this 5th is really wonderful, can bring you, even fame, recognition, money. Venus will trine Uranus and Taurus over there in the 9th. So Venus will be in the 5th, beaming over to Uranus in the 9th house. These are two very lucky houses. This will happen on the 28th. There could be a sudden surprising romance with a foreigner or someone in that area, but they have foreign roots. These are two lucky houses for you, the 5th house and the 9th house. They're both very fortunate and very happy houses. So you could have some kind of like happy lightening of your mind and your thoughts if you had any difficult issues with a serious partner, with Saturn having sat in your serious partner house since March of 2023. This Venus transit could have you traveling with a love, and it breaks you out of a stale Saturn partner rut. Or if you meet someone new, you can meet due to something creative that you're working on, or with a foreign or travel element in the mix. You can meet someone on an airplane, at the airport. You could be traveling for a book or a writing contract. The ninth can represent contracts in the law and is also a publishing house. Maybe you're winning a legal battle and a nice sum of money can come through now and over the next few weeks. Or money comes in to pay for like a child's college or private school, or your child wins scholarships for higher education, maybe even through a sports scholarship, for example. On the 15th, the full moon in Taurus at 24 degrees conjuncts Uranus, and also Saturn goes direct on this very same day. Although this full moon conjuncts Algol, a fixed star known for people to lose their heads, injuries to the face, eyes, etc., can happen with Algol on prominent personal planets, but this is only at 26 degrees. Can also bring massive wealth and fortune for you late degree Virgos. And by the way, this is trining you, so I don't see these negative effects for you, Virgo. Actually, you can be one of the people that benefits. Affecting you most from 20 degrees and up, and it trines you. So this can be better, like I said, for you than other signs. Venus, who rules Taurus, is the depositor of this full moon and is sitting in another favorable sign for you. It's in Capricorn. Your fifth house, again, is being highlighted. You could have a completion story around a course of study that is very lucky for you somehow, or maybe lucrative. You could have a successful completion of a novel and get a lucrative publishing contract. Some kind of travel journey or spiritual course completion that is leaving you feeling more optimistic about your life. You could also travel with a romantic interest or children, or be coming back from such travels. On the 22nd, Sun goes into Sag, your fourth house of home and family, again highlighting this area, and we'll spend a long time there due to the retrograde. The Sun will also trine over to the North Node, and then Chiron in December. Same story that Mercury and Venus has already done, sitting in this fourth house. Aries rules your eighth house of deep intimacy, death, and rebirth, and that's where Chiron and the North Node have been sitting, trying to heal, maybe some wounds there around dependency, codependency, secrets, investments, taxes, inheritance. All of these topics are up for review, but in like a really positive way now. Your focus will be on the home domicile over the next 4 weeks, nesting, resting, beautifying, really enjoying cozy time over the holidays with a significant other, away from prying eyes, with the eighth house lit up from these trines, could be very pleasant. Last but not least, you could have the realization around power issues with a partner and understanding around intimacy and vulnerability in a positive way at this time. It's a great time to develop trust and shared resources physically and financially, and find healing through doing so. Take care, Virgo, and we'll see you in December.